Hello Pamela, buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? So finally, I had some time to see your Leopard. It's looking cool. I have a few suggestions here. I just noticed there's a sound on that clip, but that's fine. No big deal. Let me just check it. So, my suggestion is like, as a first pass, I would look at the spine of your Leopard. You could play like with all um, those curves. Once I heard this rig is not great. I don't know if that's the rig that people are complaining, but I understand that sometimes you might have problems to have like some shapes. But like as suggestions, like let me see if I find one place. Like if you see here in the reference, uh, when the Leopard is running, we have this kind of nice arc here, and then when it's stretched like that, right? Yeah, and then yeah, so we have all this compression and stretchiness. So like even here, for instance, we kind of can see this compression here. So that would be one of my suggestions. So if you look at the spine, like for instance, let's see one part that have the compression. In your animation, it will be like here, for instance. I know the cat is actually trying to look up, but somehow if you could just have like some line of actions slightly stronger to be kind of more compressed somehow. So let's say it's just so we could feel when it moves forward. Let me see in the reference. So then it's exactly behind of the guy, but we can kind of see this kind of line, right? So it's a really nice when you have cats. That's a really cool thing that we can look at. So like here you could push slightly even more. Yeah, so we could start to have like this kind of compressions here. This is pretty cool, like you kind of matching. Here you could explore even more. So like even more like that. It looks like the rig maybe has some kind of this concave feeling here on the back, right? I'm not sure if that's the case, but have a look if you can clean up to have like this even more clean stretch and stuff. This is pretty cool, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like here, this kind of idea is really nice. So yeah, just give a pass on that. It's my suggestion. Also, have a look on the head. On his head, usually it's very steady, like as steady as possible. So, for instance, if you look at the reference here, you see it's almost locked, like for instance when it jumps like that here, we see it's kind of looking forward, or like it's kind of falling with the eye, which is cool. I know the ball is slightly higher. It's not a big deal, but my main point is like when it's more about like this spacing here that you have in your animation. So you have this, and then let me see if I move here. Yeah, you have this, and then this here, and then kind of suddenly it jumps. It has a kind of a big spacing jump. So maybe you could try to smooth that, like so maybe the your leopard might need to be looking up sooner. Let me change the color. You could change. Let me undo that. Yeah, you could have him kind of looking up sooner, maybe. Just so then you could have this kind of shape that you have in the reference here with the neck. So maybe the neck would be maybe higher, so it's already looking up somehow. Too long neck though, but it's kind of this idea. You would need to. Oh, my pen is not working quite nicely here. I don't know why. Try. So it's more about like this kind of shape of the neck you have here. So bring here. So maybe you would have less spacing issues when you go up like that. You could try that. Have a look if it works. Those are kind of broad notes for me. My suggestion is like to look at those. Like first, you have some cool details that you can do, but I think you could have a pass on this spine and heads spacing. The weights and stuff are pretty cool. One thing I felt you could, if you want to work slightly further, like the story is being told really nicely. Let me just change the color here. But for instance, if you could try to have like your leopard when it jumps to this side here, like to not have like this perfectly aligned feet and everything, so we almost don't have too much silhouette. Yeah, instead of that, if we could have like maybe could jump like here, and then you have like some more silhouette here. Maybe the ball would need to kind of drop slightly to the side here, right? So instead of being here, the ball could drop here, and then it's just so you can have like some more contrast even when it turns like that. So we could have something more like your reference when it does the turn and everything, so it kind of feels more powerful. Oh yeah. Another suggestion, if you want, like it's about acting here, like the ball jumps and the cat reacts almost instantly with the body straight away. So we could have like when the ball jumps, you could delay slightly and then have like some some reaction. Let's say first with the ears, yeah, and then like let's say the tail, and then the body moves. So you will give few frames on these areas here, just to don't react exactly instantly in the same time. Yeah, that's the alignment I'm saying. Like it's very towards the camera, so you could have some variations, like going more to the side here. Then you have like some more curves. Yeah, it's a pretty cool reference. That your work is looking pretty cool already. Those are like kind of brother notes, so think what it's applicable for you. Think what could be useful for you as well. Yep, tell me your thoughts, and then of course then you're being professional on tails and stuff, so later on you could even play more with the tails, like spacing wise, and see like the tip here and these kind of things when he jumps and hits here. Yeah, so you could play with that, but this could be like a further work. These poses are really cool. What you could have a look is this shape change here. It's again the spine stuff, so when check the cat here in your reference, when it lands like that, so it absorbs a lot of the impact. You see, like, and you have a lot of weight, like almost it completely hits the ground. I know it can crash the rig, but have a look in this really nice shape changes here that we have here, here and here. See, don't, yeah. And this shape changes are really cool, so have a look to explore those. So here you have already, which is cool here, and then I think we're kind of missing this spine being very prepared for the impact, like when it hits the ground. Yep, it's looking super cool already. I think of course we can always go slightly further. So those are my suggestions. If you want to give me any updates whenever you have time, feel free. Thank you for sending me. Okay, see ya.